Welcome to Your Moment with Miguel Ramirez.
Hello and welcome to Your Moment. My name is Miguel Ramirez, and on today's show, I'm welcoming back Carolyn Inmon. She touches on 2 more chapters from her book, The Isolator and the Money Monger. As I was reading these 2 chapters in particular, it really threw me back to some life experiences, some things that sort of in hindsight when you look at and you read something that explains in detail about a situation, you kind of have that, I guess you would call it an instance of deja vu, like, oh, I've seen that or I've experienced that, I've recognized that from something else. For these 2 in particular, you'd hear it inside of the interview with the Money Monger and the Isolator. These are character traits that are very distinctive. When you're in a relationship, when you're in love with someone, it's very difficult to kind of, how would you phrase it? Take off the love goggles, actually see something for what it is. And with these 2 chapters, it's like, yeah, those kind of people exist and they may be more prevalent than some people know. Catching up with Carolyn Inmon. 2 chapters from the book, The Isolator and the Money Monger. Someone who puts a financial constraint on their partner, they give them an allowance, they say you have X amount of money and that's it. And they may not want you to be out with friends. They don't want you to go out with family. The control aspect, when someone who is abusive to their partner, is it only about control or is it they want to take everything from them?
We believe that all of this is about power and control. When a person is texting all the time, a lot of it is, where are you? Who are you with? What are you talking about? Like, we can't go off and have a conversation with our friends without telling our significant other. That's crazy.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. We call the money person the money monger just because we wanted our own names for things, our own titles. In some literature, of course, it's called financial isolation. You've put the 2 together perfectly. Yeah, if the person has taken the victim, the wife in many cases, but not always, if the victim does not have her name or his name on every single thing, so the house is in his name, the furs are in his name, the cars are in his name, and she gets an allowance, she has really nothing. He has financially isolated her. The other isolation, where we call it the isolator, is that I don't like your friends, I'm not going to see them anymore, I don't think you should either. They'll even do it to a sister. You know, your sister, you should see what she does. She talks, you know what, behind your back. She says, I'm really the prettiest one. And they get you to where they want you to be in a little prison. Prison is me and you, and get all the other people out. And what happens then, as the person begins to feel more and more uneasy and this isn't right and what do I do, their choices are very limited. They don't know what their emotions are. They have no finances, no money, and they have no support from family and friends. They're pretty stuck. It's possible to leave, and that's what we subtly encourage them to do. But they are stuck if they've stayed in it a long time. Then it's harder and harder to get out.
Let's say if someone is having relationships early on, a young college student, and they encounter someone who has the isolator tendencies, they want them to not see their friends, they want them to refrain from visiting their family. Would those statements early on from dating someone be an immediate red flag? Or could someone see that as being thoughtful of me and doesn't want me to hang out with these people who I know?
I think both are true. I think we get in a I'm in love phase, and we want to be with that person too. So they aren't even really directing it like you can't go see someone. It's more like we want to be together. I think it happens that phase in a normal relationship doesn't last forever. Pretty soon it's like, let's go to dinner at my mom's house. Okay, that's a good idea. And you kind of get back to socializing with other people again. And there's a meanness to the bad example. It's not just that I want to be with you because I love you and want to be with you all the time. It's get rid of her, so it feels different.
So it's not only making you refrain from visiting, it's also him insulting those you care about, those you love.
And putting doubts in your mind. Well, I've always gotten along fine with my sister. I never saw this. I never saw that she was mean to me. Well, the sister has never been mean to her, but she doesn't know that. And now she thinks she trusts this person. He doesn't trust her, but she trusts him, and she trusts that he's telling her the truth and that these people she shouldn't be around anymore.
I'd like to thank Carolyn Inmon for dropping by. To find out more about her book, the title is The 7 Characters of Abuse, Domestic Violence, Where It Starts and Where It Can End. I'm sure you can find that on different places to find books online. To find me on social media, that is YMMRE10 at Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can find me, you can tweet me, you can message me. If you'd like to send a question via email, that is YMMRE10 at yahoo.com. I read all questions, and then also have a happy, safe Friday, and hope everyone's having a good one. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.
Stay up to date with news, interviews, and upcoming show episodes by following Your Moment with Miguel Ramirez on Spreaker.com. New episodes release every Friday at 6 p.m.